there are a lot of opportunities out there for you. And I'm going to share tips, strategies, and insights that I've picked up along the way, sometimes feeling great, sometimes struggling hard, that I feel will benefit you, because you do have a lot to share. You have a lot of experiences in your life, and I want to do all I can to help you get out there in ways that I've gotten out there over the last year and as I'm moving forward beyond. I'd like you to share right now, what are some of the most challenging things that come up when you try to find speaking engagements outside of Toastmasters? It could be anything, just let whatever comes to mind.
Fear.
Yeah, I was going to say fear.
We don't want to pay the price.
Or don't want to pay the price.
Where to look, that's a good one.
Opportunities.
Finding opportunities, yeah, that's very challenging. Nicole, anything?
Credentials, like, you know, meeting planners are looking for certain credentials, so being concerned that you have enough from Toastmasters.
Yes. I've spoken, for example, and I share this for you to relate to or to do yourself, at a Rotary Club. That was me just contacting them to get myself out there. In the audience was a woman who helps promote speakers. And it was my core keynote that I share with high schools. I speak to colleges, graduate schools, and I've also spoken to youth groups as well. And I wanted to get this out there more. I wanted to really connect, and I was having a hard time doing it. So I thought, stop waiting for permission, stop waiting, because I was waiting for the high school to contact me. I was waiting for the college to finally realize, oh, Jeff is the perfect speaker, and that will never happen. I'll give you one tip that has changed my life. It may change yours as well. I noticed at the beginning of the meeting you were talking about getting more members, and Simon actually had a great insight, and you all agreed, picking up the phone. Most speakers think opportunities will find them. If you want to find opportunities, pick up the phone and call. It's a lot better than email. Now, there's nothing wrong with email, but if you can call someone over emailing, or better yet, buy them coffee and pick their brain, that's going to help enormously. Why do I share all that? Connected to what I just said in terms of those core strategies and reaching out to Kiwanis clubs, Lions clubs, Chamber of Commerce's, and Rotary clubs, because I called a Rotary Club near where I live in Newtown. It was the Rotary Club of Trumbull. And up until that moment, there were a couple people who weren't getting back to me, and I was still trying to get out there, and I was feeling a little bit of the challenge in terms of the opportunities. They said, we'd love to have you. I went there, I had a professional videographer film me. I was speaking to an older audience. When I say older, I'm talking about many of them were in their 60s, 70s. This wasn't just, I'm not talking about middle age. I mean, so you could think, wait a second, why are you sharing an audio speech that you talk about with high schools to this audience? It worked because I had a professional videographer film me, and there were people in the audience who loved the speech. So one woman helped promote me that led to more engagements, and then the video I had filming myself also led to engagements. So that for me was humongous. And then one very important tip, it may seem minor, but it's very important with your YouTube video. Make sure you tell meeting planners what you want. So a mistake I made in the past is I would just throw the videos up there and hope people would watch them and get my talk. They don't have that kind of time. So make sure you title your YouTube video appropriately, put in the keywords, put in the description, and have an intro slide if you can and a closing slide. I'm not an overly technical person, but there are tons of YouTube tutorials that show you either how to use YouTube to edit your video or iMovie, for example. I have a Mac that I use at work, and I can use iMovie for free because I'm also all about, you don't want to go broke to just get into business. I'm also all about saving the money, and I'll use iMovie all the time, where I'll have an intro slide. The Kiwanis Club invited Jeff Davis to speak about budget travel. They're curious, how are you able to travel to over 50 countries and you're only in your mid-20s? Then I'll only share a 5 to 7 minute clip. You don't want to give away the whole talk, because then you're giving away your goods and there's no reason to hire you. I want to have you do one very quick exercise before I transition into the second part of this. I'll just give you 60 seconds to 90 seconds. Jot down 2 or 3 things that make you unique. But I've also read this in a book called Money Talks by Alan Weiss. The subtitle is How to Make $1 Million as a Speaker. So this is one of the most successful speakers of all time saying this too. I add that to give the added credibility to the point I'm about to make. I don't want you to just think, oh, this is just Jeff coming out of left field. These are well-known speakers who also say it too, and I found it to be true in my own experience. Don't limit yourself to a niche. As a speaker, your goal is to get out there and expand and grow. Yes, you will have your areas that you know more than most people about, but if you start limiting yourself on those other areas that you don't feel as confident speaking about, you're going to limit your opportunities. That was huge for me because I was all about travel, 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 but colleges didn't really care about travel. Colleges wanted to hear about leadership. They wanted to hear about how were you able to find jobs out of college. That wasn't on my initial Speaker 1 sheet. That wasn't on my initial speaker info package.
But if they tried to reach Meg, they couldn't reach
She's
Meg.
out today.
Yeah,
girl, this is bathroom again.
I used to think it was, I used to be like, no, I just wanted to be me, and the guy was saying, well, you really have to show that you're getting paid, not just